The elixir kicks off like a festive dream, a loud, colorful circumcision ceremony in a small village. Everyone's eating, laughing, having a great time, until it turns into a total nightmare. But to really get how it all unravels, we have to rewind a few hours and see how the chaos began. Let's start with Sadimin's family because that's where everything spirals out of control. Sadimin's wealthy herbal tycoon working on a breakthrough, a miracle age reversal formula that he calls eternal victory. He lives with his much younger wife Karina, who just so happens to be his daughter's former best friend. His daughter Kenneth is going through a divorce from her cheating husband Rudy, and she wants her dad to sell the company, so she can use her share to start fresh with her son Raihan. Sadimin seems ready to retire until the elixir works. He tests it himself, and within minutes the grey hair's gone, the wrinkles vanish, and he looks decades younger. Karina's amazed and wants to travel, but Sadimin suddenly changes plans. He refuses to sell the company. He's convinced this formula will make him richer than ever. That decision blows up the entire family. Kenneth is furious. Bam Bang, her brother, sides with her. And Karina reminds Sadimin he promised to retire. Old wounds resurface. Kenneth accuses her dad of ruining her life by marrying her best friend, and Karina fires back that she was always there when Kenneth's mom died. Then things take a horrifying turn. Not long after drinking the elixir, Sadimin starts vomiting blood and mutating, transforming into a zombie. He attacks his driver and housekeeper, infecting them both, and when he lunges at Bam Bang, the terrified son accidentally kills him with a toy dart gun. From there, the infection spreads fast. The driver Aris tries to report the accident to the village chief, but by the time he arrives, he's already turned, and he's the same zombie who crashes into the ceremony at the start of the movie. Back at Sadimin's house, his staff are turning one by one. The housekeeper bites another maid, and before long, the whole estate becomes a slaughterhouse. Kenneth and Bam Bang run over one of the infected to escape, while Rudy, Karina, Raihan, and the cook Mbangsum flee in another direction. Hardy, the zombified servant, chases them until Karina kills him with a pitchfork. They think the village will be safe, but when they get there, the party from earlier had already turned into a zombie feeding frenzy. Rudy hides in the chief's house and calls Kenneth for help, but when she shows up, her honking draws the horde. Rudy, Karina, and Raihan try to escape, but Rudy gets bitten. He tells his son he loves him before the infection takes over. He turns, attacks, and ends up impaled on a metal pole. Meanwhile, Kenneth and Bam Bang make it to the station, but even that falls apart when one cop gets bitten and they lock him up, hoping he'll stay contained. A police officer called Rahman figures out the zombies are drawn to sound, so he sets off fireworks to buy them time to reach his bike. He's planning to get to his girlfriend Ninzi's place, who by coincidence is hiding with Karina and Raihan. It starts raining, making it easier for them to sneak around. They all end up crossing paths again, but it's chaos. Karina and Raihan are trying to outrun zombies on a motorbike, while Kenneth and the others are fighting their way through on foot. Rahman lights more fireworks, trying to keep the horde off them. When everyone finally piles into a van, it feels like they've made it, until Karina crashes into the police station. Bam Bang gets trapped under the car, and as the others try to pull him free, the zombies close in. In the chaos, the infected cop they'd locked up earlier bites Ninzi. Rahman realizes they're done for. He pulls out the engagement ring he never got to give her, and they're both torn apart right there. Seeing no other way, Bam Bang lights one last firework to lure the zombies toward him. When the leaking gas catches, the whole station explodes, taking the horde with it. Kenneth, Karina, and Raihan barely escape alive, but when they stop to catch their breath, Kenneth notices a bite on her arm. She knows what's coming. She makes Karina promise to take care of Raihan, tells her son she'll follow if she can, and sends them away. In the movie's final moments, Kenneth lures the zombies with fireworks just like her brother did. Surrounded and bleeding out, she puts a gun to her head and ends it before she turns. The camera pans over the burning ruins, and it's clear the infection isn't stopping. Soon, nearby villages will start to fall one by one. Then comes the post-credit twist. Somewhere far away, a rich woman named Mrs. Grace gets a secret shipment of that same elixir. She drinks it, her wrinkles fade instantly, and her husband watches in shock. That's when we realize that the nightmare is far from over.